Oh my gosh, hello, my little weirdos. I was not going to get on camera. I'm like, it's Sunday. Take one day. Not have to make videos. But this is a good video. I see the big smile. It just made me so happy. And I promise, I really need to learn how to be able to, like, put things up on the screen, to show you stuff instead of just telling you about it. Old school like. Was it the other day? At the Capitol, the eclipse that's where Rapist-Felon 47 made his speech before January 6, 2021 happened and they attacked. It's where there's the big space is opening and 26,000, what was it? It was like a 26,000, I don't know, huge, the biggest Ukrainian flag. And they made it so, oh my gosh, it's freaking awesome. People were holding it all along the edges, and it just filled the entire corridor there. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was, outside. It's cold and windy right now out in this area. I'm in Jersey, that's Washington, D.C. It's about 4 hours inland and down from me. But yeah, I'm going to cover more of these and let you know what's happening, because obviously mainstream media is not letting y'all know this, especially into other countries. It's not letting them see that. Giving the impression that all of America agrees with him. I believe that's what the deal is. So when they make those bold claims of like Americans want this, they think it's backed up. There were 9,000. Now Bernie Sanders, you may have heard of him. He's been doing the No Oligarchy Tour, and he's had enough. The guy's like 82, and he's just like, that's it, I'm going on the road, getting my team, getting the buses, we're getting out of here, we're going on the road, going to red states. I think it was Wisconsin, which is a swing state. 10,000, like 9,000 people showed up. Over 9,000 people to hear one guy, Bernie. Not a campaign. It's not anything. But they all turned out, and they were like red state. That's red. And he's going around, and I've actually made phone calls. I've made my phone calls, and oh, that's my wallet. Phone. And I make them at least 5 times a week to my representative, my senator, and sometimes the thing is, I'll take one issue each day for the same person. Like for Cory Booker, I'll call him on this day for this issue. And I've been telling them, I even told the rep, House of Representative, Mikey Sherrill, I told her, the representative, two or three different ones, tell them you need to get to the states that are tried and true, because you got people infiltrating it, okay? And I'm hearing more talk, favorable than I used to, and you're losing them, and that's allergies, and that's why. You can't completely ignore somebody on your side. You gotta, stop in for a visit now and then, and they don't. I understand you need to concentrate on the ones that are against you, not the ones that are with you, but you can't completely ignore them. It's like, you don't have to call your parents every damn day, but, every now and then it would be nice. Once a month would be nice, that kind of thing. I've told them that they need to get more people that are willing and capable, brought in from just grassroots people like me who are I'm willing to speak up. You give me that you talk with me, I will get a crowd going. I will be able to do it. Will I be nervous as hell? Yeah. I wasn't super comfortable doing this at all first. And here I am. And I have a loud voice. It carries. Trust me, when I open my voice, it's like, ugh. Damn. I've had grown-ass 6-foot men jump and be like, if I opened it up and just like, what? Or something, they're like, heads all whip around because my voice carries. I was like, use that. Use it. People like me, now I'm low income and I don't have a vehicle because my foot, my messed up foot from the accident years ago. I was like, but people like me are invaluable. You get me there and I'll be more value than you spent getting me to wherever and back. I will be more than worth it in how I can rile people up. I don't mind wearing something funny, holding something funny, if it gets the statement across. I'll wear a Handmaid's Tale outfit. I don't care. I'll do that. I mean, I'll do shit if it's going to make an impact on the statement that you're making. And I've told my representatives and my senators, the teams answering the phones, please, I'm telling you, you're wasting so much. People like me could be talking to states that you don't typically visit and say, just to be like, listen, they sent me over here. We don't want you guys to feel like you're ignored or you're not being listened to. So we need to have the people that are in the politics per se, in the leadership seats in the states, in the places that we don't have as much blue representation. And here I am, so we can relay it to the team for you, so you don't feel like you don't have any notice, being taken for granted. And a couple of them have been like, that's a good point. I was like, there's a lot of us out here. We don't have young kids in the house anymore. I mean, it's just us, people like me that are disabled. You're not working anymore. And it's like, we still can contribute to society, but the things we can contribute, you don't have any network or grassroots, platform. People like me can say, hey, I'm interested in politics. I don't know, am I suitable as a candidate for somewhere, maybe not federal, state, or just, something, a school board, or would I be a good advocate that you can endorse, that you can, and help me get to the event you need me to speak at, or whatever, and get me back. As long as you do that, I got my 2 cats. If I'm home that night, I'm good. And I will do it. I'm not, my passion for this country to get back on track is more important than my uncomfortable discomfort and embarrassment and nervousness of talking in front of people. And I said, why are you guys, the party is ignoring a gold mine for people to be advocating for democratic policies? I don't understand why neither party ever does that. As like nobody's thought of that? Emily's List is something that And I did that, but it's not what I'm looking for. It's to get you into a race, to get you to where, but not all of us, are, you know, bigger seat people kind of thing. Some of us would work a lot better in the trenches, on the localer level, right here, and then send the army forth from there that you've, um, taught, that you've enlightened into what's reality and what's like right. You know what I mean? Um, I'm hoping they say they'll send it up. I'm hoping they do, because if we had that, you wouldn't they wouldn't be able to ignore it. And the other thing, I just read a letter in the 50501 movement group here. Somebody who used to work in media, in all the different, from the reporter to like behind the seat type of stuff. And they say a lot of things aren't like the big TV things, the big shows. They look at the smaller stations sometimes for what's going on in their local regions and areas. And if they don't know about it, so they were like, maybe kind of, if you're planning something in a particular town or city or something, or even a state, maybe beforehand notify the local papers, the local news, stations. If it's going to be a larger protest, not just, a few dozen of us, not just 40 or 50 people. Is there going to be some place where we can do sound? Because that would really be helpful. And if you notify the smaller local stuff where it's actually happening, they can be more, because and he said, despite, even Fox would send people to it. They might mock it and stuff, but it would be out there that it was happening. You see what I'm saying? He said they may have conservative or liberal like labels, but when they're looking for news that'll catch somebody's attention, they're looking for news bits that'll catch somebody's attention to fill it. Even that gets it out there to the rest of you that we are fighting, I just, that gave me, I'm looking at the picture, I wish I could show you. You know what, on the community post, I will make this into a little poster thing, but you don't have to wait for me to do that. Just type in, largest Ukrainian flag at Eclipse 2025. And you should pick up at least 2 or 3 videos. Little, like, shorts or something. It'll show different angles, and things like that. And you can see for yourself. But see, if you don't know, it's not advertised. Mainstream isn't covering it because they're afraid that if they cover positive things about the Democrats and the protesting, then his people will see it and the rest of the world will see it, and they'll be encouraged to know we're not just sitting here on our asses going, oh, we can't do anything about it. Fuck no. Fuck that hopelessness. No, we don't have the majority in the House of Representatives. We don't have the majority in the Senate. Obviously, the Republicans have the executive branch, and they've already bribed the judiciary branch with a lot of shit. As far as they're scared of this asshole. I mean, seriously, people. Insecure people are who become Republicans. That's just your little epiphany of the day. How do Republicans become? Because they're insecure people that find other insecure people that have found a way to combat be feeling insecure. I just hate them. I just hate women. Then if it's a black person, I hate all black people because they make me insecure. And as they get old enough to vote, they go wandering over to the Republicans because they keep their voters to a white majority. You know, they try to. And how's that working for them this turn around? But anyway, yes. So go check that on YouTube. Largest Ukrainian flag displayed on eclipse 2025. And you'll get to see some little teary-eyed moments. I do. I get teary-eyed when I see people fighting for the democracy of their country or other people's democracy. Because everybody should be equal, as in how they're treated, unless they show themselves to be, well, like him. Unless they show you that you can't trust them. So before I go all cryy face on you and raspy, has been bugging me all day so far. Poking me with his claw. He takes one claw and pokes it on my left leg. I got little poke marks all over my knee and chin. Yeah, y'all are laughing. Not so funny when they're swelling up little red dots. But it's like I fed him, gave him a treat, poked me 20 minutes later, opened the window in the living room, poked me 20 minutes later, put on an electronic toy, poked me, I changed the bird channel, poked me 20 minutes later. I fed him in the other room. I'm like, enough. So he has been, obviously wants me to get up and get his apartment cleaned up. So I guess that's what I'll be doing. But yes, stay hopeful. Know that we are, every day it seems, somewhere, someplace, often multiple places, have done little pop-up things and planned ones. There's another one on from the 7th to the 14th. It's like a economic blockout where we're not ordering from Amazon from the March 7th to the 14th. So we're in the midst of that right now. If you're on Facebook, like I said, 50501 Movement is a book. At least you'll get some stuff. And just feel free to keep encouraging us, because some of us that have been doing the warning and haven't just jumped on the last minute going, oh my God, that was real? No, we gotta do something. Some of us have been doing the warning for a long, long time, like a couple years. And for me, and some of us are tired. It's like now you want to go jump full force. Some of us are tired already, guys. Not that we aren't going to still do it, but don't act like, oh, you're not going to the protest, this protest. You live there. I'm like, leave people alone. Some people have been beating this drum longer than you've had this page, okay? So, and even we feel sometimes like you're talking to the wall. But they're taking hold. People are jumping in. Even people I personally know that were ambivalent. They voted Democratic, but they didn't. 75% of us here in America don't keep tabs regularly. Definitely not daily, not even weekly. Some people don't even pop in once a month to check on what's going on in politics in their own country, let alone their state or any other state or any other country. Seriously, because I guess because it was working so well, it wasn't only around election time that we got more informed to make sure we knew what was happening with each person. I guess that's kind of means your government's working pretty decent. But the last 10 years, it hasn't been that way. And people are still in that mindset of, I don't need to monitor what my government's doing because it's, I mean, in general, it was working okay. Yeah, there was problems either way, but in general, it maintained its balance there, given it a little time. But that's not true anymore. Not since he showed up and stuck his big old greedy ass nose into politics. And Elon's a little mini him. He's definitely a mini me. Megalomaniac type of freaking guy. Nobody took him seriously because he's so socially awkward and an idiot in human speak. In tech speak, he might be all impressive, but like in human speak, he sucks. And blaming it on his autism all the time is a lame ass, because I'm a little bit on the high end. I have one of my twin sons that's still on Earth is in that high end, and he doesn't act like a fucking moron. Okay? And he doesn't answer things in roundabout double talk, where the hell are you fucking going answers. And I've known other people with it in different degrees, and they don't act like him. It's not an autism thing, it's a personality thing for Elon. So anybody who keeps giving him that excuse, the same people who deny vaccines and say it's all vaccines' fault that autism's around, because that's not a real thing, it was just made by putting stuff in your body. How does that explain him? Not to mention that he's still on ketamine every damn day. What the F, man? So it's not because he has autism. It's because he's a dickhead Nepo baby. That's why. Just, for an impromptu slap fact. Anyway, go enjoy. I hope you're having at least weather halfway decent like mine. We have moments like now where the wind dies down and the sun's out from behind the clouds, and it's all like, ooh, it's all like the summertime going, come on out, look, I'm so nice. Summertime's coming. Well, at least the spring. And you get dressed and you go out and the wind starts blowing, and it's a cold one when it blows. And then suddenly the cloud dips behind a big cloud that's probably about a 10-minute cloud, and you're going, you lured me out here, nature, with spring, and then you gave me Arctic tundra. So, I am not going to be seduced to think that I can go out and do some pre-gardening things. But I will take my boxes out in between the wind spurts. They don't tell you when that wind blows, the bushes are like, whoo. I mean, seriously, they're totally naked still, the bushes, and they're still shaking like hell when the wind comes by. It's cold. It is very cold when that wind comes by. If it wasn't for that Arctic blast wind that comes through every several minutes. A little 30-second of just Arctic chaos. And then the sun's like, hi, I told you it's spring out here. See, I'm desperately hoping with the sunflower shirt. Yeah, I'm really trying for spring. I've got seeds already bought, and I've got some plants coming. Gladiola bulb, of course. Anyway, have a good. I was gonna say have a good spring day, but have a good Sunday. Peace out.